Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends 2013 Modern Hawkeye, which is a pretty cool figure. It's a little bit better than I thought it was going to be, but of course I have some issues. Look, you can make it look like he's taking off his glasses, but they don't come off, which I didn't expect. I'm not complaining. I just wanted to pose him like that for a second. I'm allowed to play with my figures too. Anyway, he is a pretty cool figure, definitely some cool stuff going on. I'm pretty sure this is the exact same accessory as the movie Hawkeye, this one too, which is okay. I mean, that's perfectly fine, except it's just really poorly done. So I guess they could have, it would have been nice if they filled that in a little bit. But it's okay, at least we got some paint on it, a little bit here and there. No paint on the bow though, that sucks. And this is actually plastic, but he can actually pull it if you want him to, so it's not horrible. But we don't have an arrow accessory. That's a bit of a bummer. He stands 6 1/4, just over 6 1/4 inches tall. This is the Bucky Cap body, aka Black Panther, aka U.S. Agent, also known as Angel, Archangel. Who else? Anybody else use this body? I don't know. Maybe, probably, but whatever. It's that body, so it's fine. It's a decent body. I'm okay with it. Not too much to complain about. He has a new belt. That's pretty cool. It's well sculpted. It's an attachment or an add-on piece, so you can pull that off if you want. It actually has a painted buckle. They didn't paint all of it and all the buckles, but they at least painted the major part of that one. And then he has a new chest harness, which is cool. I'm hoping to get a couple of these guys for fodder, but that's an add-on piece with a hole in the back, so that you can put in his quiver or his arrow holder thingy, if you want to call it that, which is okay. I mean, it looks fine on the figure, so that's cool. All new head sculpt. Let's take a look at that. He has a brand new head sculpt, which looks like they kind of tried to make it look a little bit like Jeremy Renner mixed with the comic version. I think it looks like that, but maybe you don't, and that's okay. But he does have the nicely sculpted hair with shading, so that's cool. He has the sunglasses painted on, sculpted on, painted on, which is okay. I think he suffers a bit from the pinched head syndrome, which I don't know if that's a thing that happens in factories, but it sure seems like it's happening to a lot of the Legends, at least in my opinion. It just looks a little pinched in right by the temples, right there. It looks like they pinched the mold just a little bit, not a ton, but his face looks awfully narrow in that area. So, I don't know, maybe they did that on purpose, but to me it looks a little bit like they took the Jeremy Renner head, gave it new hair, and pinched it. But who knows, it's still pretty good sculpt. The sculpt works nice, and it looks good, so I'm okay with it. So he's got the same neck hinge as before, nothing new there. Ball hinge shoulders with a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, wrist swivel, wrist pivot. This is a gripping hand, and this is a trigger finger. It's passable for Hawkeye, so I'm not going to complain about that. I don't mind the reuse when it's okay. Ab crunch, not so far back, pretty good forward. Waist twist, standard hips now, standard new hips, thigh swivel, double jointed knee, shin swivel, ankle pivot, and an ankle rocker. So same articulation we've seen time and time again. I'm okay with it. I don't mind them reusing this body. It suits the character just fine, so I'm happy with it. Only thing I don't like, which I guess they're not going to be doing a lot of retooling, but none of the clothing is sculpted, so that's just a paint line. This is all just paint. This is all just paint. This part I can live with, but the sleeves and these things, I'm thinking they should be sculpted. I mean, ideally that would be really cool if they would do that. But, it's not the biggest thing. It's not the end of the world, so I'm okay with it. The metallic purple is very nice. While it's not the best paint job in the world, the purple itself looks really cool. I'm loving the metallic paints that they're using. It's on the boots as well. Just looks really nice. And it's a pretty good figure. I mean, as far as a modern Hawkeye goes, other than little details like the sleeves and stuff, there's not much they could do to make this guy look any better. So I'm definitely happy with this figure. So I do recommend it. And aside from those little issues, of course, I think you should go buy it. I can't get him to look like he's holding his belt. Not while I'm on camera. The pressure is too much. But there he is. Pretty cool figure. I like it. I think you'll like it. You should probably buy it. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more figures, figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. He's waving. Stay tuned for all that, and in the meantime, keep collecting.